Oh, okay. Hello. Well, that was some weird stuff. Hold on a sec. I'm trying something with trying something here with Meb, but hello people. It's your boy Dark. We here, we alive. And I'm having this one little guy here create a freaking multi-chat thing for me. I'm seeing how this worked. I meant to do this offline, but don't worry about it. we are we're doing some progress. We're working in real time. The power of AI. All right. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna put this over here, and we're gonna see how this shit is. But anyway, that's gonna be a test for a little bit for later. But either way, all right, people. So this is your boy Dark. We here, we alive, we're back with some freaking oh god damn it, I had to half cough there. All right, we're back with some freaking counter side. We're continuing with the third act that we started a little bit last time we did this. And then depending on how that goes, we're gonna go and do Act 4. That said, give me a second. I want to see if that's who I think it is walking through the damn house right now. But we'll just start this off. Just as a tiger crosses time, so too shall its bloodline inherit that strength, though never without cost. Alright, so give me a second. I gotta maybe see if it's who I think it is, or if I'm gonna have to fucking kill some people. Give me a momento. Not that. Don't need that. apologies for the delay right away. Just wanted to confirm. Yeah, my mom came home early. Let's see if I type on this. It does work! Ha ha! Okay. Alright, we're in business. Oh, it makes a little noise too. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Alright, so now we can see chat on the videos again. Haha, the power of AI built into Med Studio. This shit is a very useful tool. I don't care what people say. Anyway. Now to this. I have no excuse. I couldn't win against Yuenhan again. There were two of them. It wasn't just Yuenhan who wanted to hunt the tiger. There was also someone else. Two, you say? I heard it clearly, too. You called him Father, right? Right, Granny? Father, right, Granny? Yeah, okay. And he said it himself. Then you must remember his face. What if we tracked him down? We might learn something if we don't already know. He's probably not alive anymore. The presence I once felt so clearly in the past, I can't feel it here anymore. My apologies, I got ahead of myself. I figured as much. Still, without your device, I never would have met him, not even in the past. I'm glad I got to see his face, even just once. This won't be our last time returning to the past. If he was with Johann, then I have a connection to him with him too. If I can, I'll do everything I can to help both of them. Yeah. If there's a chance I could see him again, I'll back you with everything I've got. Wow, dramatic vows aside, we're totally out of Ethereum. And we need a lot more if we're using deep TP again, so that won't be easy. I have a way to get us funds. I remember we found what we found in the cave. Huh? You mean the dimensional ship? You want to sell that thing? Even if we couldn't sell the Ethereum drive, we can salvage useful parts. Hey, are ex-administration officials even allowed to say stuff like that? You never know. We might find clues about the past we don't yet understand there. I brought a few detection tools that can help us scout the area. Jisoo, wanna try using one? No thanks. I'll just break it. I'll use my eye instead. Then I'll go check if the bridge has a working databank. No, honestly, I never touched anything high-tech like this before. I'll just start pressing buttons and see what happens. Oh god, you're gonna explode everything. You didn't find anything? Not a single thing. Even the navigation logs were wiped, like someone scrubbed it on purpose. I see. That's unfortunate. Not much luck on my end either. Just one old notebook. A notebook? Doesn't look like it's worth much. I thought we were looking for intel, not money. Oh, right. Still, a notebook? That's pretty analog for a dimensional ship. And what's with this weird drawing on the cover? It's the symbol of the division I belonged to back during the administration days. Seriously? That's not junk, that's a huge discovery! What matters is what's inside. Inside? Well, what's written in it? It's blank. Nothing's written. Not even a single page. Not even a single letter. Just like the ship's wiped database. Most likely the records were wiped out in some kind of data corruption. Or maybe the writing's hidden. Maybe it only shows up with a special solution or something. That's a bit of a stretch. There's no such thing as invisible ink in real life. Bullshit, there is. Actually, that's plausible. You're serious. It's a trick where you write with colorless chemicals instead of ink. If it was Philohimil whatever, a basic solution would make it visible. Philio... what now? Yeah, that's my wording exactly. Oh! I got baking soda at home! Let's go test it! Nothing's showing up. Should I pour more? Don't. You'll met the page. Well, it was worth a shot. Well, now that the scouting's done, shall we start dismantling the ship tomorrow? This is the first time I've seen you this excited. Well, duh. When else am I gonna tear apart a dimensional ship? Still, even if we manage to sell it and get Ethereum, we've got another problem if the ink rain doesn't come back. You won't need to worry about that. I can just use my blood. Nope, Master, you're not using your blood again anytime soon. Think about it. You can't get blood infusion. You lost liters of it, and your skin's still gray like a zombie. I agree. Getting back to the past is important, but keeping you alive comes first. Do I look that bad? Speaking of which, Xiao-Sang, what exactly are you? I need to understand why your blood works in place of energy produced by the counter side effect. I can't say for sure, but it's probably because I'm deeply tied to the entity known as the Tiger. That's interesting if what you're saying is true. So the power in your blood originally belongs to one of these monsters called the Beasts, and you inherit it across multiple timelines under something called the Earthbound. So reincarnation is real after all. The Master being a genius must be because he lived so many times, right? I have to stop you right there. My genius is not recycled knowledge, it's innate. Uh-huh, sure. Before joining the administration, I had no idea about my past lives. Didn't even know that my father and I carried this blood. So you don't retain your memories from previous lives by default. Then how did the administration manage to find and recruit you every time? They called it fate. Alright, the internet decided to take a dump. Hold on. Why the internet be stupid? Seriously. Alright, I'm gonna have to maybe do a thing here. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna... let's see here. I'm gonna have to do something in particular probably here. Let's see. Yeah, this thing just doesn't want to work right now. I'm gonna have to end it, and then I'm gonna have to bring it back. Okay. Alright, fine.
It's just all the one, even if there's nowhere to go. What I want is so to all for me, all the way I'll begin.
Yeah, I don't know why I decided to do that. I really don't. Alright, gonna have to set this shit up again. Yeah, it looks like the internet's just being dumb right now. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this. Alright, so I'm temporarily gonna have to end the stream, but we'll come right back after